Even when I showed them the little segment of, um, you know, that I was on Bigo teaching the word. When my son came and told me, and how they come in here and they said that I, they said that I told my son to do it. I told my son to do it because Israel got suspended from school. Because I teach my son in a white man's world in Babylon that the Most High will punish him for his sins. That he can't be a homosexual because the Most High will punish him for his sins. That my daughter got to get married before she even think about sex. Why do you even talk about that with your daughter? She's of age. Just like you teach your children, the daughter, about getting pregnant. Why you don't teach your daughters to get married? But because you teach them as long as you're saying, like, what the fuck? My daughter is 14 years old. Are you not supposed to teach her to get married? Isn't that the age you be supposed to be teaching them? Duh. But they switch my words. As I teach my children the laws and commandments about in front of the earth, they judge and they stone me because I'm living in Babylon as a Jew. And they don't want me to keep my customs. The same reason why they put Meshach and Shadrach and his brother in the pit. Because they didn't want to bow down to the rules of the land. And it's cringy. Because I'm supposed to say, if my children feel like they want to be gay, that I'm supposed to always just, it's okay, I accept you for who you are, because this is Babylon, where in the land of the free, you could do whatever you want to. In front of the world, I get stoned. In front of the world, I get, because everybody around me is doing what Babylon is doing what America KKK is doing. But I choose to have my children rise up above the standard that was given to them by the customs, not of the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And try to reestablish Jacob's covenant with my children, even through the mistakes of me learning, because it was indoctrinated. My family, my grandmothers was indoctrinated. So he want to take the shackles and chains off of our mind as we keep the practice, try to keep the practice of culture that was stolen from us and given bywords as African Americans and Negroes. Took away our tribal names and took the kings of kings and lords of lords over the gods of the Lord of the Jews, which is Christ, and changed him into a Caucasian man with frilly hair and blue eyes, so we won't never know who we are. And I stand around the world, and they see me and my children, and they mock our clothes as they did the other Jews when they was in the Bible. And they say we look like slaves. We look like older women because we want to keep the customs of God. My daughter's skirt wasn't just long. My skirt was long too. With fringes around the borders of my garments. As they lie and they say that we stink as we go about because we are Jews in America. That woman never even got close to us. Never even got close to us. Never even got close. She didn't want to show y'all that my daughter turned around and said that she was recording. And I said, she said, no, I'm not hoe. Whole time was recording. She said, Ma, me and my daughter having a whole conversation. She's still looking at, she walked around me. My daughter turned around. She said, Ma, she is recording. I said, are you recording? She said, no, I ain't hoe. I said, come on, baby. We in Babylon. She's sick. I said, she cussing? Oh, she's sick. I knew she was a demon. She wanted me to react. She wanted me to get crazy. She wanted me to do the things that I normally did. But I said, no, 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 devil. I done been in jail for this one. I learned my lesson. Oh, no, no, no. And there you go. Boom. Because she didn't get no reaction, she lied and said that me and my children stunk and talk about the garments of God that we had on. Jews in Babylon. Jews in Babylon. Jews in Babylon. Jews in Babylon. The America the Great. America the Great. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. And look at these demonic entities on here of our people. It's crazy. Did you post it on Facebook? Yeah, I posted on Facebook. It's not, it's just all you hear is what happened. All you hear is like like you can hear like it was quiet on the camera. You can hear like the TV in the background, but it was quiet on the camera for a while. And then you can hear like Israel crying. You can hear him scream out. I didn't hear him, but you could hear him like like around 8 something, and then you can hear him get where he was at. He wasn't close to the camera, and he got closer and closer because the camera is outside, so it only tracks. I definitely hear screaming, yes, but at first you don't hear screaming. So when he screamed, that's when it happened. Because at first for it was quiet for a long time. I was on live talking about that goddamn Leviathan and the behemoth. Go on Rumble and look. And then like around like this is what my husband sent me. But if I record, like if I turn the camera around and record it off my husband's phone, it can show you the actual timestamp that it was late at night when he screamed out talking about something. Oh, it happened early in the day. It confirms everything. What's the Facebook? I'm about to put it in the comments. It shows the outside of my camera. I feel sad on the Sabbath, hanging in jail. The Most High got you. Exactly. It showed the outside of my husband's house because I told him to take the cameras and from the inside of this house so nobody can never say that he was being weird and watching my daughters. He's talking about something. Now look what happened. If I would have kept the cameras inside the house, then we would have had more evidence of exactly what happened. But regardless of the point, the cameras that's outside the house and the camera that's in the garage shows when we're leaving the house. And it all the timestamps, you can hear there was quietness in my husband was at work. You can hear it was quiet and my son just started crying. You can hear the scream from afar and then he come closer and closer because the camera is in the living room. And then he come closer and closer, then you hear the, crying like, it is always something. And then this is a spiritual attack on my life. I'm chosen in a time like this, but it doesn't matter. What I'm saying, y'all don't even, it's deeper than that. It's deeper. So you have to be here to understand. And then, so he crying, he coming closer and closer, he closer and closer. Samaya, I guess she heard him before I did. And she came out the room and you hear my daughter say, oh my God. And then I come out the room, I'm like, what the hell, how this happened? And at first you got to put your ear to the phone. At first you hear Jeremiah say he poured water on himself. And then you hear Jeremiah tell the truth and say, I poured water on him. And then you hear somebody say, no, he did that as a prank. And I said, what? A prank? Fucking boiling hot water? We got to go to the hospital. What are you talking about? He's talking about something, and you hear him say he did it to me first. The fuck, it's 12 o'clock at night. But they ain't gonna show the whole video that I was on live teaching for hours. That's why I stood up and I was like, oh shit, my legs was tired from me sitting down for so fucking long teaching. We already told them what happened. I went immediately to the fucking hospital. There goes somebody at the hospital recording me on some bullshit. Because I text my husband and I text one of my two villagers so they can have proof. Like, okay, this is what's going on. I'm going to send it while I'm walking in the building. I take this picture. In this original picture, you see the girl who was recording right there. She never came close to us. Soon as that she walked out. My daughter was turned. If y'all see the video where she stopped at, my daughter turned around, was like, Mama, she recording. If they pull up the camera in the fucking hospital lobby, they would have seen the girl recording. And she was like, Mama, she recording. I said, she said it once and she was looking at her the whole time. You see how my daughter was posted up looking like? She was looking like when we tired of this shit, leave us the fuck alone. She looking like, I'm trying to handle the business. My daughter behind me looking like, and then she walked around and she was like, Mom, she recording. Mom, she recording. I was like, no, I turned to her, I said, you recording? She like, no, I'm not, ho. This woman, y'all seen how Ganga look? She looked like she had on all black. She looked like she was sick. At first, I thought she probably was at the house. I don't know. She looked like a mental sick person. Cause I turned around and she said, ho. The lady was sitting right there the whole time. She said, ho. And I'm like, she's sick. Don't worry about it, Samaya. She's sick. She's like, no, look at she is recording. I said, don't worry about it. Cause last time I popped off. But I've been on my live teaching about how the Most High publicly showed me how I became like Moses. I had to do better. I can't keep reacting to people recording me like I usually do. I was teaching that night about perseverance. I was teaching that night about endurance and how we would go through being afflicted. And I looked these words up. The persecution is the annoyance. It's harassment. That I got to teach my kids that the people are going to laugh and mock you about the garments that you choose to wear. That the Most High commanded us to wear. Our fringes. They're going to laugh. They taunted Christ. They taunted Christ. They always turn into Israelites about the whether they wear, what they dress, how we dress. But they prefer my daughter to be exposed, naked. Because we're trying to keep different ways, different cultures, different things that we eat. We're judged on all of that, trying to be Jews in America, Jews in Babylon. I don't care if you don't like me. The Bible said they're going to lie on you. But I carried my cross that whole night, even until 2 o'clock. The night ended until 2 o'clock in the morning. The police banging on the door and removing my children from the home. As I looked down at them and I grabbed their faces and we wept and we cried. And I said, this time, don't you ever let nobody tell you that your mother ain't coming back for you. Pay attention to the time we living in. My kids was there. They know I didn't do that to them. My kids was there. They know that I didn't tell Jeremiah to do that to his brothers. They see how, to his brother, they see how we're picked on and lied on. How people come up and record us. How we're stalked. Because we're Jews in America. They want me to be silenced. They don't want me to teach the word. They don't want me to keep laws and commandments. And I just feel good. I feel good because I did what's right in the eyes of God. I feel real good. I did. I felt amazing. And of course they're gonna feel like, look, she happy. They're gonna continue to lie on us. They're gonna continue to say things that's not real. They're gonna continue to keep your head up. I'm keeping my head up. Now I was wrong. When my kids got removed for the first time, I was wrong. Well, even though we believe in whippings, I still handled it wrong. But this time, my hands are blameless. My hands are blameless from any of this. Any of this. And it's funny because it was people in my room. Bigo Clark said that's true. It was people in my room. They heard my kids come in at 9 o'clock and they was, because he said, I started teaching at 8. He came in at 9 o'clock and he said, Mama, I'm hungry. I said, didn't I already feed you? He said, I want seconds. I said, next time ask for seconds then. Go ahead and go eat. I told him to go to bed about 15 times. Well, at least about 4 or 5 times. I kept on telling them to go to bed. I said, they didn't want to go to bed. I said, oh yeah, Jeremiah, go get in the shower. So you don't say my kids stink. You hear me in video saying, go put on some clothes. Y'all go get, come on, we got to go to the hospital. Why y'all still, I was mad as hell. I was mad as hell, but I told them go put on some clothes. Hell. It's crazy. And they took my kids out of the house for that. And the petition said, because I told Jeremiah to do it. Meanwhile, in between time, my son is about an hour away from me. Damn near an hour away from me. In a mental psych ward. This is a complete fucking mess. Complete mess. But I stand in my truth. I'm going to stand in my truth. I'm going to stand in my truth. I don't have a reason to feel any type of way about any of this because I'm innocent. But my whole thing is, I don't give a damn what you think about what I teach my sons. I'm going to teach my sons what's right, and I'm going to teach them. It's no different if he was 16 and he did something in school. Or he riding around with some thugs. Or he, in the wrong place at the wrong time, hanging around people. And then he innocent, but then something happened. I'm going to say, see, that's the Most High judging your butt right then and there. You need to take heed to what just happened. I'm always going to tell my kids that I don't give a fuck if you don't like what I said or what. It's the truth. Israel was wrong for what he did earlier that day. He swung on a random boy. That was wrong of him. You're mad because I told my children that the Most High judge, he gives out chastisement? The Most High have chastised me. Y'all just want to see me broken down. The Most High chastised gracefully. Most High chastised me. I got my fucking finger split the fuck wide open and had to get stitches. What are you talking about? I got locked up because somebody came up there with a fucking camera and I reacted to it. The Most High chastised me plenty of times. I got locked up while being pregnant and had to go to 2 different freaking jails and sleep on metal. He blesses and he chastised. He chastised kids too. And I turn around and I teach my sons that. I turn around and I teach my daughters that. All of the Israelites teach our children that. The Most High will cut them off. The Most High will chastise them. We got to be aware of what we're doing. Not just adults, children too. No, they're not trying to lock me up. The police came last night. They said we just need the children. They just took Samaya in Israel. Jeremiah is in the hospital, mental hospital. They asked me how many kids I got in the house. I told them 3. They took 2. Where's Junior? He in there with his daddy. And I'm outside. It's spiritual and it's personal.